Hello students. So we are in continuation with metal compounds. So in the previous class we have seen that the decomposition which takes place in the presence of heat is called as thermal decomposition, right? So thermal decomposition of metal compounds. Now the three categories, under the three categories we'll be studying the thermal decomposition. So metal compounds can be metal nitrates, metal carbonates and metal hydroxides. Okay, so let us try to see what happens to metal nitrates when we subject them to thermal decomposition. So nitrates, that is NO3. Okay, so this is the activity series that is given. So these are then calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, copper, and then silver and gold, right? So silver and gold are highly stable in nature, and potassium and sodium are highly reactive in nature. So over here what happens is potassium and sodium nitrates, the metal nitrates of potassium and sodium over here, the metal nitrates of potassium and sodium. So what happens that metal nitrates decompose into metal nitrite and oxygen. We can see the example, sodium nitrate, that is solid, decomposes into sodium nitrite and oxygen is given off. Now if we compare the carbonates and hydroxides, they do not decompose at all because they are so stable together. Magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead and copper nitrates. Then we say that metal nitrates, the nitrates of these metals decompose into metal oxide and nitrogen dioxide and oxygen is given off. So one of the example we can take, so magnesium nitrate, you can see the example, right? Magnesium nitrate gives off magnesium oxide and gives nitrogen dioxide and gives oxygen, right? So and next one is the nitrates of silver and gold. So metal nitrates, that means nitrates of silver and gold, they show decomposition, and the reaction is that they first decompose into metal, then nitrogen dioxide and oxygen is given off, right? So it's like silver nitrate, you can see the example, silver nitrate decomposes into silver, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So this is how the reaction goes. Let us see for carbonates. We have already discussed that potassium and sodium carbonates and hydroxides do not decompose even when we heat them. They do not show thermal decomposition. Whereas when we come to the carbonates and hydroxides of the carbonates of calcium, magnesium, this group, this section, okay, this section we see that metal carbonates they decompose into metal oxide and carbon dioxide. So let us take one example. So here we have got the example, magnesium carbonate decomposes into magnesium oxide and carbon dioxide. If we see the hydroxides, what are the nature of the hydroxides? So decompose to metal oxides and water. So we can see a reaction of magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide give rise to magnesium oxide and water. So this is what the reaction is. Now let us try to understand the reaction of silver gold nitrates. Okay, so if it is silver nitrate or it is gold nitrate, so then it will be metal nitrate, which will decompose into metal, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So this is what the reaction is. Now if we talk about the carbonates of silver and gold, so it will be metal carbonate will decompose into metal first and then carbon dioxide and oxygen will be released. So AgCO3 giving rise to Ag. So metal will be formed, carbon dioxide and oxygen. And if we talk about the hydroxides of silver and gold, so they do not exist. So this is what the nature of metal compounds when we subject them to heating. Now let us try to understand the next reaction, which is displacement reaction. Right, so we have got displacement reaction. Now in displacement reaction, you have to understand it like this, that if there are two students sitting on the bench, and out of the two student, one is a very weak student. Somewhere from the outside comes a very strong student will remove the weak student from that seat, and he may take the seat, right? So now the problem over here is that strong student, because of being strong, because of having strong muscles and strong strength, replaces the weak student out of their seat, right? So here displacement is happening. Strong is displacing what? Strong is displacing weak. So here also in displacement reaction, a strong substance, because of its strength or because of its strong nature, displaces a weak substance and takes the place of the weak substance, right? So let us try to see it with an example. So this is what is called as displacement reaction. When a strong substance replaces a weak substance and takes the place of the weak substance, is what is called as displacement reaction. Okay, now here we have a substance A, and here we have a compound BC, right? Now what it will do is, suppose if A is a strong substance, okay, if A is a highly reactive substance and it's a very strong substance, so what it will do is it will react with B and it will knock out C from its position. So this is how it will look, right? So A and B have combined together now because A was strong, and has knocked out C out of its place. So this is how displacement reaction occurs. Now this displacement reaction can be basically of two types. It can be of reaction are of two types: single displacement reaction and double displacement reaction, right? Now let us try to understand single displacement reaction. What is a single displacement reaction? Now by the way, I forgot to tell you, double displacement reaction are also called as double decomposition reaction, which we will be dealing up in the next class. Okay, single displacement reaction. Single displacement reaction. So let us try to understand single displacement reaction. Now in a single displacement reaction, what happens is you have got more reactive elements on the left hand side, and you have got less reactive elements on the right hand side. Okay, so they are not elements, actually they are less reactive. This thing you can see, less reactive, this hydrogen, copper, silver, mercury, iodine, these are less reactive in nature, right? And these all are strong or more reactive, you can say. Now when these elements combine with these compounds, this will have the tendency, you have to understand it like this, that this is A and this is BC, right? So this A will knock out the C over here. Let's see how does it happen. So at the more reactive side, we have got aluminium, magnesium, zinc, calcium, chlorine, right? And at the less reactive side, we have got hydrogen chloride, copper sulfate, silver bromide, mercury chloride, and potassium iodide. Okay, so now what happens? Let us try to understand. Now the more with the elements, but less reactive elements such as hydrogen, copper, silver, mercury and iodide are knocked out of the system. That means the more reactive element take place the position of the less reactive elements. Similarly, we have got copper. Now, if we put this copper into a silver nitrate solution, so this is a silver nitrate solution. AgNO3, silver nitrate solution. So if we take this copper block and put it into a silver nitrate solution, what will happen is they will begin to dissociate into ions, copper ions, silver ions and nitrate ions, like this. Okay, so here we have got silver ions, nitrate ions and copper 2+ ions. Now what will happen is, because copper is more reactive in nature, than silver. How many metals we have? We have got 2 metals. So the reaction will be between metal and metal, non-metal and non-metal, like that, right? तो अब इसमें क्या करना है, metals को देखना है. तो metals क्या है, copper है और silver है. तो strong metal जो है वो weak metal को knock off कर देगा, राइट तो हम व्हाट इज द एक्सपेरिमेंट, एक्चुअली एक्सपेरिमेंट है कि कॉपर का ब्लॉक लिया एंड वी हैव पुट इट इनटू द सिल्वर नाइट्रेट सोल्यूशन. क्योंकि वो एक्वस सोल्यूशन है तो इसलिए जो आयंस में ब्रेक होगा वो कंपाउंड, राइट. तो आयंस में जब वो ब्रेक होगा तो वो प्रोड्यूस करेगा सिल्वर नाइट्रेट Ag+ और NO3-, लाइक दिस, राइट. ऐसे प्रोड्यूस करेगा. नाउ द आयंस विल बी ऑफ कॉपर 2+ ऑल्सो. कॉपर 2+ के भी आयंस. अब इन दोनों में कौन ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है, कॉपर 2+ ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है. अब क्योंकि वो ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है इसलिए वो नॉक ऑफ कर देगा सिल्वर आयंस को, Ag+ आयंस को, और कॉपर नाइट्रेट के साथ बाइंड कर जाएगा और उसकी पोजीशन ले लेगा सिल्वर की, राइट. सो लुक ओवर हियर, व्हाट हैपेंस, सिल्वर नाइट्रेट was present earlier on and this copper is present. Okay, now what we'll do, now silver plus ions will be knocked off, okay, and copper will bind with the nitrate, so it will form copper nitrate. This is what the concept of displacement reaction is. Ultimately the reaction would look somewhat like this. कॉपर प्लस AgNO3, ये दिस वॉज बिफोर द रिएक्शन. ये रिएक्शन हमने प्रोसीड किया, बना क्या, कॉपर नाइट्रेट, क्योंकि कॉपर ने Ag को डिस्प्लेस कर दिया, राइट. सो कॉपर नाइट्रेट एक्वस फॉर्म में और Ag सिल्वर सॉलिड्स वर प्रोड्यूस. सो रिएक्शन दिखता कैसा है, ये कॉपर नाइट्रेट सोल्यूशन बन गया रिएक्शन के बाद, राइट. और ये सिल्वर के पार्टिकल्स दैट इज सेटल्ड एट द base of the beaker. Okay, so this is how the reaction happens. So you can see the displacement. Copper knocks off silver gets displaced and copper takes the position of the silver and forms copper nitrate. So this is what happens. Now how will we say that, how are we going to say that which is most reactive metal and which is less reactive metal? तो इसके लिए एक मेटल रिएक्टिव सीरीज होती है, राइट. तो मोस्ट पोटाशियम, सोडियम, कैल्शियम, मैग्नीशियम, एल्युमिनियम, कार्बन, जिंक, आयरन, टिन, लेड, हाइड्रोजन तक. हाइड्रोजन इज अ कंट्रोवर्शियल एलिमेंट. और फिर उसके बाद कॉपर, सिल्वर, गोल्ड, प्लैटिनम, इन सब की रिएक्टिविटी होती है. तो हियर व्हेन वी गो फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम रिएक्टिविटी डिक्रीजेस. ओके, सो जो ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव होगा वो लेस रिएक्टिव को डिस्प्लेस कर देगा. एज वी हैव सीन ओवर हियर, कॉपर, अगर हम इनकी कंपेयर करें कॉपर और सिल्वर की, अभी हमने जो एग्जांपल देखा, सो ओवर हियर व्हाट वी हैव सीन, कॉपर वाज मोर रिएक्टिव एंड सिल्वर वाज लेस रिएक्टिव. दैट इज व्हाई कॉपर डिस्प्लेस्ड सिल्वर एंड फॉर्म्ड कॉपर नाइट्रेट, राइट. Now let us try to understand one more example. And over here the example is that we have taken a solution of zinc chloride and we have taken hydrogen. together. So there is hydrogen and we have taken a solution of zinc chloride. Now what will happen? When I will react this zinc with HCl, dilute HCl, what will happen? Zn chloride will be formed. Okay, Zn chloride, zinc chloride will be formed. Okay, and H2 will be released. So H2 will be released. So because earlier on here there was HCl and here there was zinc. So what will happen? Because zinc was more reactive, so zinc took the position of hydrogen and it knocked off the hydrogen out of the system and took the place of the hydrogen, right? So here the reaction is out as the gas. So this is what the reaction looks like. जिंक जो है वो क्लोराइड के साथ बाइंड कर जाता है और हाइड्रोजन रिलीज कर देता है. Now let us try to understand what happens in the case of water. So suppose we have got water molecule. Here we have got water molecule. Okay. And now we are reacting this water molecule with calcium. अब calcium को water के साथ react करा रहे हैं. So because calcium is more reactive than hydrogen, so calcium क्या करेगा? Calcium जो है वो water की जगह जाके चला जाएगा और hydrogen जो है उसमें से release हो जाएगा. It is simple displacement reaction, right? So what will happen? Calcium will take the position of the hydrogen. So ultimately the reaction will be calcium plus water will give rise to calcium hydroxide and hydrogen will be released. So it is a simple displacement reaction जिसमें कैल्शियम हाइड्रोजन की जगह चला जाता है और हाइड्रोजन जो है वो अपनी जगह से हट के रिलीज हो जाता है, right? Now similar kind of reaction happens in the case of non-metals also. Now here we have taken chlorine gas and we have purged this chlorine gas. We have put this chlorine gas into a container containing potassium bromide. Potassium bromide का aqueous solution है. That means you can see the potassium is present in the form of K plus and Br minus. And over here the chlorine gas is in the presence of Cl minus, right? So when it goes over there, what we have to see, chlorine is more reactive than ब्रोमीन. सो नॉन मेटल्स में भी सेम टाइप के डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शंस होते हैं. जैसे कि मेटल्स में ए मोर रिएक्टिव मेटल वाज डिस्प्लेसिंग अ लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल. हियर मोर रिएक्टिव नॉन मेटल विल डिस्प्लेस अ लेस रिएक्टिव नॉन मेटल. तो मोर रिएक्टिव नॉन मेटल कौन सा है? क्लोरीन है. और लेस रिएक्टिव नॉन मेटल कौन सा है? ब्रोमीन है. सो इट विल डिस्प्लेस लाइक दैट. ओके. नाउ हियर दिस इज द रिएक्शन, right? So KBr plus chloride minus, so KBr को chloride के presence में करेंगे. So what will happen? Chloride is more reactive, so it will take the position of the chloride, okay, and it will knock off bromide ion. So this is how the reaction looks like. It will knock off bromide ions and it will bind with potassium and it will release bromine gas. So the reaction looks somewhat like this. Chlorine plus KBr give rise to KCl and bromine. This is displacement reaction. Can you see over here? Chlorine is displacing bromine and taking the position of the bromine and forms KCl. Right? So here we are done with the displacement reactions. Okay. In the next class, we will be seeing double displacement reaction.